Imagine this. March 1998. A 23-year-old woman living the vacation of a lifetime. A Caribbean cruise on Royal Caribbean's Rhapsody of the Seas. Endless sun, turquoise ocean, live music blasting from the decks, the smell of salt and freedom in the air. Laughter, dancing, no worries in the world. And in less than an hour, she would vanish. Completely. Forever changed. Her name was Amy Lynn Bradley. Smart, athletic, full of life. She loved the beach, the waves, hanging out with friends. She had these unforgettable tattoos that made her stand out. A Tasmanian devil cartoon on her right shoulder, a sun design on her lower back, a Chinese symbol on her ankle, and Scooby-Doo right on her stomach. A navel ring that caught the light. 5 feet 7 inches tall, brown hair, brown eyes. Once you saw her, you didn't forget her. The family went to bed after a long night at the disco. Amy decided to stay up a little longer. She was out on the balcony of their cabin around 5:30 a.m. Her father, Ron, stepped out, saw her sitting there in a black and white tank top and blue jeans. Relaxed, maybe still buzzing from the night before. He said good morning. She smiled back. He went inside to rest a bit more. By 6 a.m., she was gone. No scream. No sign of struggle. No trace at all. Panic exploded through the family. They searched the cabin, the hallways, the decks. Nothing. Ship security was alerted as the Rhapsody of the Seas steamed toward Curacao. The crew combed every corner of the massive ship. Cabins, kitchens, engine rooms, lifeboats, even the crew quarters. Nothing. The US Coast Guard launched a search across miles of open water. Divers went down. Days turned into weeks. No clothes floating. No body. Nothing. The FBI took over, treating it as a possible kidnapping. The case stayed open. A $25,000 reward was posted. But answers? None. Theories flooded in from the start. First, the simplest, she fell overboard by accident. The railing on that deck wasn't very high. There was a table pushed up against it. Maybe she leaned too far, lost balance after a long night. Cruise lines often pushed this explanation hard back then. But no body ever surfaced. Ocean currents in that area should have washed something ashore eventually. Divers found zero evidence. It just didn't add up for many people. Then, suicide. Some whispered it. But the family shut it down immediately. Amy was happy. She had plans. College, career, future ahead. No signs of depression. She was looking forward to life, not ending it. Her parents and brother Brad still say it's impossible. They knew her better than anyone. She was excited about what came next. The theory that haunts everyone: foul play, abduction, human trafficking. Sightings began almost right away. Passengers reported seeing a woman who looked exactly like Amy being escorted off the ship in Curacao by 2 men. She appeared drunk, or maybe drugged. Slumped, unsteady. The report came too late. The ship had already sailed. No follow-up in time. Then, 1998 through 1999. Reports from bars in Curacao. A woman matching Amy's description, looking unhappy, withdrawn. Blurry photos were sent to the family. Some tattoos seemed to match. The FBI looked, but dismissed them as inconclusive. Yet the doubts never fully went away. Family members kept those photos close. The creepiest chapter came in the early 2000s. A man posted photos online of a woman he called Jossie. The tattoos? Identical. Tasmanian devil, sun, Scooby-Doo. The family became convinced it was her. Investigators tracked the man. He vanished. No trace. That lead died, but the images stayed burned in everyone's mind. More sightings followed. In Barbados, a woman who looked like Amy was interviewed. Nothing solid came from it. But each one kept the hope flickering. And then there was the band. Alistair Yellow Douglas from the ship's band, Blue Orchid. Amy danced with him that final night. Rumours swirled. Wild parties below deck, drugs, crew members luring passengers. Was she drugged? Lured away? Taken? Douglas denied everything. No charges were ever filed. He passed away years later. But the questions linger. People still wonder what really happened after the music stopped. The case went cold. In 2010, Amy was declared legally dead. No body. No closure. But the family never stopped. They built a website, amybradleyismissing.com. They pushed for Amy Alert, a maritime version of Amber Alert for cruise ships. They kept fighting, year after year. Then came 2025. Netflix dropped the bomb. A 3-part docuseries called Amy Bradley is Missing. Directed by Ari Mark and Phil Lott. It hit in July 2025 and exploded. Top 10 on Netflix for weeks. Millions watched. Interviews with the family, FBI agents, witnesses. Old footage of the ship, Amy's photos, the tattoos. It brought the case roaring back into the spotlight. People who had never heard of Amy suddenly knew her story. Hundreds of tips poured in. The FBI got flooded. And in October 2025, 3 very significant leads emerged. 1. A female bar server from the ship came forward. She corroborated the trafficking angle. Said Amy was taken off the ship. Details matched what investigators had suspected for years. Huge development. It gave weight to the darkest theory. 2. Suspicious activity on the family's website. Hits from Caribbean IP addresses, Curacao, Barbados. Sessions lasting 45 minutes or more. Always on her birthday. Holidays. Anniversaries. Someone lingering, reading, checking if she's still remembered. Haunting. Is it her? Someone who knows her? Or just coincidence? The family watches those logs closely now. 3. The darkest speculation yet. That Amy may have been forced to have a child while in captivity. Trafficking victims sometimes endure that horror. Brad Bradley calls it pure speculation, nothing confirmed. But it's out there now, circulating, adding another layer of heartbreak. It makes the silence even heavier. The FBI assigned a new agent. Parts of the case were actively reopened. Brad Bradley gave interviews. In February 2026, he appeared on News Nation. He talked about hope, compared Amy's situation to the recent disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, Savannah Guthrie's mom. Said, hope doesn't fade. Even after 28 years, there's still a good chance she's out there. The hope doesn't go away. He spoke with emotion, urging people not to give up. His voice cracked at times. The family holds on. The website stays updated. Petitions keep circulating. Ship logs from 1998 still have missing minutes, unexplained gaps. Some say she was moved, not fallen. But nothing official has closed the door. March 2026. The case remains unsolved. Open. Active. No body recovered. No arrests made. But hope burns brighter than ever. If she's alive today, Amy would be 51 years old. maybe still in the Caribbean. Different name. Different life. Waiting for a chance to escape. Or maybe waiting for someone to recognize her. Somewhere out there. Someone knows exactly what happened on that balcony at 5:30 a.m. on March 24th, 1998. Someone saw something. Someone helped. Someone covered it up. The question isn't if the truth exists. It's whether that person will ever find the courage to talk. If you know anything at all, contact the FBI. Tips can be anonymous. The reward is still out there. Every pair of eyes matters. Every share matters. Her family is still waiting. After nearly 28 years, they're still waiting. If this story moved you, share it. Send it to friends who love unsolved mysteries. The more people who see Amy's face, the closer we get to answers. Subscribe if you're new here. We keep digging into these cases. We don't let them fade. Until the next enigma, stay curious, stay vigilant, and stay safe. Share this video with friends who love unsolved cases. The more eyes on it, the closer we might get to the truth. Thanks for sticking with me all the way through. This is Rulik Enigmas signing off. Catch you in the next mystery.